Hi, welcome to the Spacebin website. This is a video toolbox to aid you in adjusting or replacing a component on the Spacebin, hopefully ending any confusion and making your job easier. Today we're going to do a pretty simple job. We're going to adjust the pressing plate adjustment plate. There's only a couple of bolts in it. This makes for adjustment to a shallower or deeper bin. Tools you need. There's two 8mm bolts in it. Ours have a 13mm hex head on them, but you might want to take 12s as well, and maybe an assortment of spanners and sockets. Probably take a torch, could be dark. And you're probably going to need this tool. This is a bin switch override tool. Now there's a section on how to make that if you don't have one already, and how to install it. But during this video, we'll show you how to put it in place to use. First thing we want to do is make sure the machine's secure. So we put the brakes on the wheels. And we disconnect the power from the mains. The pressing plate at the moment is in the fully upright position. There's some adjustment for height on this, and there's a section in there about this. If this was adjusted down to the lowest setting, you'd be able to get at the bolts that we need to get to. In this case, we can't. So we're going to have to run this pressing plate down to access them. This is where we need the override tool. So this gets installed. Your little hook goes around the rope, the wire rope, and then into the hole in the panel. Now the machine thinks there's a bin in there, and we can run the machine without a bin in it. So we're ready to run this pressing plate down. We don't need to run it down very far. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 seconds roughly, count, 10 seconds, something like that, the amount I've been talking. Lift your door up. So now you can see the two bolts that hold the plate in place, one there and one over there. This is where you need your tools. Now I've got plain nuts on these. The ones that will be installed will have nylocks. I've just used plain bolts and nuts for the video because it makes it easier to get them undone. So we want to take the bolt right out. The plate's secure. It's got a lip here on each side that stops it from falling, so it can just slide in and out. Take that bolt out. Now this plate's free to slide. Now if you pull it all the way out, it'll fall off. But if you just pull it to where the next set of holes are, put the bolt in, put your nut on, do the other side, tighten it up. Make sure you tighten the bolt up. As such. Now this extension plate is for deeper bins like a 1100 or a 1200, where the other, when it's all the way in, is for a 660. One thing, you can't run this plate with a 660 bin, it's too deep. So once your plate's been adjusted, bolts are tight, we want to run the plate back up to the top. That's done. The last thing we want to do is make sure we remove the override switch tool, and that job's done.